Hello, economics students. Hope all of you are have a good week so far, and this is your stuff for Wednesday. Seniors, if you happen to watch this, hope you guys have a good summer and enjoy whatever college you're going to. I hope to see a lot of you tomorrow at the senior send-off. Guys, I will keep posting practice. Please do them, but y'all are not required to turn anything else in. This was your last day is today, and since it's senior pickup and everything, you don't need to do the attendance check for me. It's all good. So but do keep doing the practice. Watch an email. There will be an email from Mr. Puckett about how from stuff from College Board, like they're doing a practice exam, so you can do a run through to see how it works. You need certain deadlines to watch for your email with your admission ticket and everything else for your tests. So do keep paying attention for that. All right. So let's go over yesterday's oligopoly questions, and had a couple of good email questions. I'll make sure and cover those. And I'll thank Blake Suter for asking a really good question and about the oligopoly practice. But we'll go make sure we go over all this. So this is the one that was for your attendance. This is the one that seniors, this was the last thing you needed to turn in. This one needs to be turned in. And there were several of you that had not, and I emailed all of you. So this one needs to be done. This is a 10-point quiz grade, and so you don't want a 0 on a quiz right at the end. All right. But so this last thing was oligopolies. So here we have bread basket and quick lunch. And remember how this all works. You have your cells, and then each company makes their decision based on what they think the other guy is going to do. So that's the way the oligopoly questions work, right? So dominant strategy. Remember, dominant strategy means you pick that no matter what the other guy does. So the first question: does each shop have a dominant strategy? So high price, low price, or no dominant strategy? Breadbasket, they have a strategy. Their dominant strategy is to go low. They'll make $120 if they go low, or 75, and compare that to 40 or 105. So for breadbasket, going low always makes them the most money. Okay. Quick lunch, they don't have a dominant strategy. Up here, if they go high, they'll make 110. If they go low, they'll make 130. In the bottom squares, if they go high, they'll make 80. If they go low, they'll make 70. So quick lunch does not have a dominant strategy. All right. And then remember, whatever square you end up in is the Nash equilibrium. So the other question, the one that for the new one, the other one I gave you last year is the first time they were asked it that way. There were two Nash equilibrium, and we'll talk about that. Normally they just do one, but last year they changed up everything on us. So B, if the two shops do not cooperate on setting prices, what will be the profit for each shop? So if they just do what the market says to do, breadbasket's going to go low, and if Quick Lunch knows breadbasket's going to go low, they're going to go high, and so breadbasket's profit will be 120, and Quick Lunch will make $80. Okay. Then part C, and if they give you guys one of these questions, they're going to make you redraw the matrix. I don't know why they feel like they need to. They always do that. So the town government is concerned that food prices are too high, and they're going to give a subsidy to any shop that chooses to set a low price. Redraw the payoff matrix. So here is the redrawn payoff matrix. All right. So I added $20 to the low profit for each company. So on the low, breadbasket will go 140, and then when they both go low, it'll be 95.90. So right here on this one, 140. Over here, 95.90. On this one, 41.50. That would be the new matrix. right? So now with the redrawn matrix, would Quick Lunch choose to set a high price or low price? Now Quick Lunch has a dominant strategy of going low. And then it says explain using the values. They'll either make $150, which is greater than 110, and then if breadbasket goes low, Quick Lunch would make 90, which is greater than 80. So they're going to choose low now. And if it says explain using specific values, you actually have to use the values from the chart you drew from the matrix. All right. Question part 2, would the profits for breadbasket increase, decrease, or stay the same? Explain with a comparison to your answer from part B1. Use the specific values. Breadbasket's profits going to decrease. Why? In the first question, B1, they went low, Quick Lunch would go high. They made $120. They made $120. In the new matrix, they're both going to go low, so breadbasket's profit will go from 120 to 95. So they will lose profit. All right. So that was the little quiz, and I started putting those in. I had to finish those up, but that was the last grade for you seniors, and there are some seniors that have not turned it in. I emailed all of you, so please, if you happen to see this video, if I see you tomorrow and you haven't turned it in, I'm going to yell at you from my car, hey, turn your last assignment in. Or I'll make a sign. I'm going to have a sign just for when I see someone that is missing assignment. I'm going to hold the sign up that says, you're missing your last assignment. And then, maybe it can embarrass you that way. All right. So the other thing the other one is this oligopoly practice. Right. And I can see there are a lot of you that have not done this one yet. You may be stuck, so you're waiting for the explanation. Right. So this was last year's question. It was the first time they ever did something like this, where the outcomes are different for each company. So D's Pizzeria either is going to enter the market or stay out. Patrick's Pies is either going to advertise or not advertise. You read the whole little thing. Patrick's Pie is currently the only pizzeria in College Town. It can either advertise or not advertise. D's Pizzeria is contemplating whether to enter the market or not. And then here's the payoff matrix. Okay. What actions maximize the combined total profits? Which square is the most profit? The most profit is if Patrick's advertises and D stays out. That gives us a total profit of $175. That's more than any of the other squares. Okay. B, conditional on your response in part A. Guys, here's one of the interesting things about economics. If you miss the part A, but then part B says based on what you answered in part A, if your answer on B is right based on what you said on part A, you'll miss part A, but you'll get your point for part B. They don't count off for you missing everything in succession as long as your answers follow logically. So remember that. So conditional on your response in part A, does either Patrick's Pie or D's Pizzeria have an incentive to cheat on this combination of actions that maximize the combined total profits? Explain using the numbers. There's neither one of them have an incentive. Patrick's Pies makes the most money by advertising. D's Pizzeria, if they enter the market and Patrick's Pies advertise, they'll end up losing $2. They'll have a negative $2. If Patrick's Pie does not advertise, then D's Pizzeria could enter the market and make $15, but they have no incentive to do that. So neither one of them should change that. Does Patrick's Pie have a dominant strategy? They do not. If D's Pizzeria did enter the market, they would make more money by not advertising than by advertising. As long as D stays out, they should advertise. So they do not have a dominant strategy. Here is the question that made this one really hard. It says identify the Nash equilibrium or equilibria actions for this game. There are two. Neither one of these companies have a dominant strategy. So this is something they had never done before. Normally one company has a dominant strategy and then there's always one Nash equilibrium. However, if neither company has a dominant strategy, there can be more than one equilibrium, or there may not be any equilibrium. In this case, there are two. It can be this one, Patrick's Pie will advertise, D's will stay out. The other thing that could happen would be Patrick's Pie does not advertise and D's Pizzeria enters. Those are the two squares where the companies maximize their profit. So those are the two equilibria for this question. And that was a they surprised us all with this. They had never asked this kind. They didn't warn us or anything else, right? So ignoring antitrust considerations, suppose that Patrick's pays D Pizzeria to stay out. Redrawing this payoff, redraw the matrix including players, actions, playoffs, showing how Patrick's Pie's payment affects profit. So here, this would be 20. This would be 20. Now Patrick's Pie has an incentive to stay out. Okay. Now where would the Nash equilibrium be? It'll be here. Advertise for Patrick's Pie. D's will stay out. It'll be 175 and 20. Actually, it'd be 155 and 20 because you got to take the $20 away that they're paying. So that was the new question for last year, guys. Is a little different, but if you just think about the rules of game theory, it all still follows the same rules. Okay. If you want to ask any questions about it, please do ask me. Now, as far as my office hours tomorrow, they'll be a little different because I am going to go up to the senior send off. So I will do like 1 o'clock tomorrow after the senior send off is done, and I'll send out a Google Meet. But I do want to go up to the senior send off since most of you in this class are seniors. So juniors, I know there are a handful of you. You get to keep working on some stuff. You still got to do the attendance checks. Okay, so all right, for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're working on the factor markets. So that's the last unit. I posted all the three. It's just 3 PowerPoints. Remember, it's marginal revenue product, marginal resource cost, things like that. It's just let me just open this. So this is the how do we get workers, or how do the workers get hired? So supply and demand, MRB. This is what they'll most often ask is how many workers are hired. So this is the PowerPoint here. Remember, you hire until your marginal revenue product equals your marginal resource cost. Marginal revenue product is how much revenue is generated when you hire a worker. So remember, it's their marginal product. How many products did that worker make times what we sell them for? That's your MRP. And that needs to equal or be greater than the marginal resource cost, which is the wage rate in the labor market. You will hire a person as long as the marginal revenue they generate equals their wage rate. If they don't equal, the marginal revenue needs to be higher. You're not going to hire someone that's only making you $60 if you're paying them $100 an hour. That would be foolish to pay someone $100 an hour that's only making you $60 an hour. You're not going to do that. So remember, you hire where the MRP equals the MRC. Right? So those are all posted. And then there's the things that interrupt that, or the thing that messes that up is a monopsony or labor union. So there's that. Okay, so that is the last thing on here. Now I still need to do maximizing utility, and I will go back and get that, and but I'll be doing that. And seniors, just keep following along. Guys, I'll be sending out emails and everything. We will have review sessions like on Google Meet by topic as we get that week of the exam. We can do the micro, macro, or we can break it down more by topic if we need to. I'll be asking your guys' preference for that. All right. So hope all of you had a good week. I will post the answers for the factor market stuff on Friday, because this is the attendance thing. That's the only assignment for tomorrow is to complete the attendance, and that is due by 5 5 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll post the answers Friday. Hope to see a lot of you on Google Meet when we do the meeting. And the seniors, I look forward to, honking and cheering and sending you guys off tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye.